Hey friends, Nichole with Starseed Intuitive. How are you? Hello, happy Wednesday. I hope you are just doing so well. It's been a minute since I did a reading for you guys. So I had some time today and I thought that I would hop on and just kind of do a collective check-in, see how everyone's doing, see if there are any messages that need to come through. Look at the bottom of the deck, the Magician. You are powerful, you are capable, you are creating your reality. So remember that, okay? Manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. And I'm really just hearing you can handle whatever comes your way. That's kind of what I'm getting. So let's just get right into it. Why not? I've been kind of under the weather for the past little bit. So that's been fun, but it's finally chilly here, which is amazing. As you can see, I'm wearing a jacket instead of a tank top. Although 2 days ago I was wearing a tank top. So winter in the desert is silly. I guess it's not winter yet, fall in the desert. Tends to be pretty warm still. And I think I've definitely decided that next I'd like to live someplace where it snows every winter. I want to see what that's like. I've lived here for so long. Well, that's too many cards. One at a time, please. So let's see what we need to hear and what we need to know and what messages need to come through for the collective. Thank you. Excuse me. One at a time, please. All right, well, one popped out. So the Six of Air, which is beautiful. The Six of Air is about movement away from what no longer serves, right? Air is swords. Five of Swords is conflict and challenge, disappointment. So the Six is really moving away from that energy. Relief, hope, and moving on. And it's also, for me, the Six of Air is also about receiving assistance, okay? So whether that's assistance that you've asked for and assistance that you're expecting, or whether that's something that's unexpected, either way, it still counts, okay? I love that there's an angel on this sail. You are not alone. So it's a time of recovery. It's a time of moving away from difficulties. I feel that. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the upcoming full moon eclipse, the lunar eclipse that's coming on Friday. That feels like it's really significant and really powerful. And that feels like that's going to be incredibly beneficial for a lot of us, okay? Eliza Kelly has a lot of really cool stuff on it. So definitely, if you don't know much about it, she's a great person to follow because she does a really good job of explaining everything astrologically, okay? So, yeah, moving away from difficulties, moving away from troubles. And I love, look, he's moving toward the light, if you can see that there. There's a big bursting sunshine right there that he's going right toward, okay? So going toward a city. So there's potential. There's great potential for the future that he's moving toward. And you see the swords are creating a path. The angels on his sail moving right toward that sunshine. So this is major relief, okay? This is major relief, major relief. I love to see that for sure. Okay, so next we get the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is very much a card of future planning, right? So we're moving away from these difficulties, and perhaps that's freed up some of our mind space. We're not worrying, we're not obsessing about things perhaps that we were before. So we're able to focus more of our intention and our energy on planning our next step, or perhaps it's speaking of visualizing our goals, right? That's a powerful practice, visualization. I love that practice. Twos are also about balance for me. So making sure that you've got that balance. Partnership, it can be about partnership, right? Because there's two people here. So working with somebody else. And progress, right? So moving forward. So this is really great energy so far. So they're pointing out the feather to me. All of the Wands cards have this glowing feather, I think, in this deck, I think. But to me, the fact that this white feather is glowing is very much an indicator that it's divine assistance, right? The divine is here. You are being guided. You are being held. They're also pointing out the moon. So intuition, right? Darkness comes to light. And then also the shooting star, which to me, shooting stars are about luck. I don't really believe in luck. I think that we create our destinies and our realities, but luck being kind of like Wheel of Fortune energy, right? Like things turning in your favor. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So it's really, there's a big vibe of moving away from what no longer serves, moving away from this, moving away from conflicts, the 5 of Wands. Okay, so in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, the card depicts 5 people like fighting with sticks. So everyone always reads it as conflict, right? For me though, really this energy is much more about practice, right? Because it's they're using wands, not swords. They're not actually fighting, they're practicing. That's kind of what it feels like for me. So for me, this is like, okay, so you're out of this challenging vibration. You're moving away from these troubles and these difficulties. You're planning for the future. You're starting to see with a different perspective. You're seeing things differently. You're feeling differently. You're feeling relieved. And you're practicing that vibration, right? Because your vibration is higher now because a lot of the struggle, you've let it go. So the vibration is higher and you're practicing, okay? So one thing to keep in mind with practice. Sometimes you fall back into the old ways, right? And then you have to pick yourself back up again. Fall back, pick up, right? It's practice. It's practicing a new way of being, okay? Because this future planning has a different mindset and a different vibration than that of being stuck in struggles, okay? So you've moved away from those struggles. Now your mindset has shifted. You're practicing this mindset, okay? That this very much rings true for me, for sure. Not that I necessarily had troubles that I can, pinpoint, but it's all about practicing thinking differently and feeling differently. Paying attention to the thoughts that are happening for me and really just examining and observing. And how does that make me feel? Is that true for me? Why is that true? Is it really true? Or did someone just tell me that? You know what I mean? So it's really just examining yourself. My hair is all over the place. I'm still trying to get used to wearing it down. Every time I complain that it's too poofy, my husband's like, no, it's not. It looks good. Stop it. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll get used to it. Fine. And look at this, you guys. The Chariot. The Chariot is victory, and it's fast movement forward towards your goals, okay? Willpower, victory, and recognition. So someone out there is getting the recognition they deserve. Someone's been putting in the work. Someone's been changing, evolving, perhaps doing extra. And you're going to be recognized for that, okay? This is really beautiful. This is totally beautiful. Moving away from the struggle vibes, moving toward better things. Hashtag winning, for sure, okay? Yep. And Ace of Air. Aces are all about brand new beginnings. In the Light Seers Tarot, the Ace of Air, I believe, yes, is... I think it's the one where she's got light just pouring into her head. It's like someone's face and there's a staircase, right? So there's ascension, there's downloads and inspirations. Okay, so it's a brand new beginning. And look, there's an angel here. Okay, you are so guided. And okay, so there's something significant with the fact that this card is in the snow, okay? So for some of you, maybe just a small handful, but for some of you, this new beginning is going to continue to blossom as it gets colder, okay? So since we're just getting into fall, we're not quite winter yet. As it gets colder, this beginning is going to start blooming and blossoming in a kind of a faster way, okay? Inspiration, communication, and adjustments, right? So make adjustments, be flexible, follow your intuition and your guidance because you are so guided and you are so held. I love this. I'm going to get one more card here. Not 2 more cards, 1 more card. Nope. All right. There we go. Flipped over. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is about working with other people. There's really a big energy here of asking for help when you need it, for sure. So with work, with anything that you're dealing with, any part of your life, if you need help, ask. You don't have to do anything on your own, whether that's asking people or asking your guides or your angels, whatever it is. Ask for help if you need it. The card itself, celebration, community, and friendship. So look at these ladies are toasting some wine here. There's a giant butterfly here for transformation. So there's changes happening. There's transformation. There's new partners, butterflies everywhere. There's new friendships and partnerships. Perhaps some of us are calling in our soul families and really finding those connections again in this lifetime, okay? So this is fabulous. This just told me a whole story, and it really doesn't get better, right? Moving away from difficulties and troubles, planning the future, changing our perspectives, thinking of things differently, dreaming, moving away from this conflict, but practicing our new vibrations, right? Hashtag winning. We're totally winning with this new beginning and these new connections and new friendships and celebrations. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful energy, you guys. I hope that you are doing so very well. I know it's been a while since I've done a reading, but I'm here now. So that's what matters, right? My life has gotten exponentially busier than it was. And it's 11:11 on my timer right now. So that's a beautiful way to end. I'm sending so much love. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.